Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Gaming City
Welcome,
Podcast.
welcome.
What's up? What's up?
Uh, Today we're not gonna do the weekly news. Well, we are, but something happened that we didn't. Uh, just say that we didn't see coming at all. So, as you know, I'm Dave. I'll be your host. This is HBH, and this is Nick.
What's
What's
up,
up,
guys?
guys?
What's up? What's
What's up?
up?
What's up?
Today, Tuesday, January 18th, 2022. Uh, in the morning, Microsoft purchased Activision Blizzard King for an estimated 68.7 billion.
Woo!
Um,
Whew.
you know,
I just
before we start like voicing our emotions about this, because emotions did come out from this. Um, Bad, good. I mean, a mix of emotions around the community. A lot of mixed emotions. But yeah, this deal is massive. It's the biggest video game deal ever. The last big one was Zynga, which was I think around 12 billion by Take Two, but that just completely got overshadowed by this one. Uh, but uh, but yeah, just know that this deal, yes, it's Microsoft acquired it, but obviously has to go through legal stuff and all that. So it most likely not gonna be, you know, official until June 2023.
Damn. You know
Whoa!
what? It's
Oh
in June.
wow!
That's a long
Yeah.
time.
Dang!
Yeah, I think since it's a big, very big purchase, it has to like take a
Yeah.
while.
Mm-hmm.
All
Plus, they got
those
to get rid of
signatures.
some people. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, talking about that, a lot of people. Obviously, Activision is not like the best company right now. Obviously, they're handling like a lot of
Mhm.
sexual abuse and all of
Got
that.
to get rid of those people. Yep.
Obviously, when you think of Activision right now, is you think of Bobby, um, and people are thinking like, oh, since Microsoft bought Activision, he's probably most likely going to be gone. Well, yeah, seems like that's the case now, because it says in the report that once Microsoft fully takes control of Activision Blizzard, he's most likely going to be gone after that, and full control will go directly to CEO, now promoted to CEO of Xbox, which is Phil Spencer. So congratulations to Phil Spencer.
Oh my God.
He's now the CEO of
Like,
Xbox. So
he's the CEO of Xbox now. Jeez.
yeah, he got
Woo.
promoted.
Papa Phil.
Dang!
Hell yeah.
Papa. Oh my God! That's
But
insane.
That's
yeah, it's just crazy.
climb
You
his way
know,
to the top.
Phil Spencer really saved the Xbox. The
Yep.
property like like
Xbox itself, he saved Xbox
yeah,
in
when
general.
Xbox One started, it didn't start well with that other guy.
Yeah, with the
Um,
multimedia and all that, they wanted to make it a media platform, which everybody hated because they just want games, not something that's for media and all that. They just want to play games. That's it.
yeah, it's just forgot about the games. How do you forget about the games in the console, right? But
Hmm.
they managed to do it, and that's when Phil Spencer came in, and he kind of it's crazy how he how he has been like turning around a full 180. Um, but yeah, this deal was massive. This deal literally broke the internet. Um,
Definitely.
it's a very this deal is like a very turning point towards what will happen in the future. Um, Obviously, Microsoft also stated that this deal could benefit them in the future with the metaverse. Um, I
Metaverse.
to this I like right now I don't know. I don't completely understand this whole metaverse thing.
I don't
Obviously,
either.
we're not
Yeah,
gonna. we're gonna see more of it, like say 5 years or 10 years from now.
Oh hell yeah, yeah we are.
But apparently, but literally, Microsoft just swallowed like a bunch of IPs today.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get
67.
HBH's first initial reactions. Like, what do you think about this?
I mean, well, I told these guys, oh, I had a dream I was playing Modern Warfare. I wake up at around 12, something like that. I don't know. I woke up and I was like, let me check my phone. Oh, what? So my first reaction was like, huh? He did what? How much? What? Nah. No, I was honestly surprised and shocked
You're thinking
because
it's still a dream or something, like you're still
yeah,
sleeping or something.
I'm like, nah, this can't be real. Like, this dude literally purchased it for 68.7 billion, right? Pretty much, right? That's
Yes,
Yep.
nearly
I
70
still
billion.
I can't fathom it still. It's like surprising and jaw dropping that he just dropped 70 billion and he just told the entire gaming world like hold my beer, fucking just he just got all these IPs: Spyro, Crash, Con, Overwatch. I'm pretty sure missing one more. Guitar Hero. I'm missing much more, but point is, that's big freaking names right there. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh yeah.
What about you, Nick? What is your first initial thoughts?
My first initial thought was good on Microsoft. No. No, it's kind of I hope they don't make everything exclusive. Like new IPs, I hope they make
We'll get to
exclusive.
that. We'll get to that.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
but
But my first initial reaction is like, very. It's all coming to Game Pass. That's the thing. That all these games might be coming to Game Pass, which is really
definitely.
good on like the Xbox ecosystem and all that. Game Pass is a really good deal right now too.
yeah,
And
go for it.
67 smackaroos. Woo, woo. Microsoft have gave them deep pockets, bro. Them deep pockets. Jeez.
Yeah, obviously, Microsoft being a 1 trillion company, $1 trillion company. Um, Obviously, these are the studios they acquired today from Activision Blizzard. They got Treyarch, Raven, High Moon, Infinity Ward, Toys for Bob,
High
Beanox,
Moon.
Sledgehammer Games, Blizzard, and King, which is crazy if you
That's a
think
lot.
if you tell me. And on top of that, they they got Bethesda. They got Bethesda. Uh, studios under the wing. It's crazy. If you would have told me before, like the Xbox Series X came out for pre-order, if that Bethesda and Activision Blizzard were gonna be part of Xbox, like I would have told you were crazy. Um, it's absolutely crazy. I'm just trying to like sync this to my head because it still hasn't been synced yet.
Mhm.
Um,
So much money too.
Yeah,
Didn't they just like acquire Blizzard not too long ago, like a year or two?
I think
Activision,
no, they've been acquired for a while. I
for
think
real.
since
I
I
know
think
they've been partnered with
2017.
each other, but not like completely acquired, like for a while.
I
Like they
think it
were
was
partnered for a while.
2017.
2017 they acquired them. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
around there.
I think because of all this like this controversy with Activision and Blizzard right now, it's like made them more vulnerable to this, really, to like being bought out. I
Yeah,
think that's
their stock was kind of going down or it was dropping because of all of this. And obviously, Phil Spencer had said last month during December that they're going to change their strategies working with Activision, and I mean they don't have to worry about that no more. But
mm,
obviously, the IPs the Microsoft now owns is Blur, Caesar, Call of Duty, Candy Crush, Crash Bandicoot, Diablo, DJ Hero, Empire Earth, Gabriel Knight, Geometry Wars, Guitar Hero, Gun, Hearthstone, Heroes of the Storm, Hexen,
damn.
Interstate 76, King's Quest, Laura Bow Mysteries, uh, the Lost Vikings, Overwatch, Phantasmagoria, Pitfall, Police Quest, Prototype, Quest for Glory, Singularity, Skylanders, Soldier of
Skylanders.
Fortune, Space Quest, Spiral the Dragon, StarCraft, Tenchu, uh, Time Shift, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, True Crime, World of Warcraft, and Zork. That's a
Home.
whole bunch of
And
IPs swallowed.
you forgot Transformers, bud.
Oh, that's
You
Transform.
right.
forgot. Yes, you
That's
forgot
right.
Transformers.
I
No,
forgot. About,
these are the initial owned
uh,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
IPs. Obviously, there's a there was word around Twitter today that Sekiro is gonna come to the Xbox. It's now owned by Xbox. Like, no, that's not completely true. Yes, Activision did publish it, but that's not entirely um,
Their
Activision
property.
property.
Yeah.
hmm
So the ones I just said, those were are now being swallowed by Microsoft Xbox. Um, but getting to the main point that's going to be talking, the main talking point for the next what until this deal finalizes next year is the question is, are these the future games Overwatch 2, Diablo 4, um what else, Call of Duty going forward, literally any Activision um Blizzard game going forward, are these going to be exclusive? So obviously Phil Spencer said, I think he said that these games, he doesn't intend to pull like um games from other consoles. That's what he said. Um which he I remember him saying kind of something similar when Xbox had purchases Bethesda, when he said that most games coming out for Bethesda are going to come to different consoles on a case by case basis, which obviously, as soon as they said that, and once the deal finalized, uh, Starfield was exclusive. Um, Arcane's new game, what's it called? Redfall. It's going to be exclusive.
yep.
So I feel like this is just me personally. I feel like um, Phil Spencer's just sugarcoating it. Obviously, he doesn't want to go out there and say, "Oh yeah, these games are going to be exclusive." Um, and I've seen this term used a lot, and people I've heard that said, "Oh, Xbox just didn't buy Activision Blizzard for 68.7 billion just to like have Call of Duty and Overwatch on PlayStation," which is which we'll find out once the deal completes. But what do you
Mhm.
guys think about exclusivity going forward about these titles? I'll start with HBH.
Oh man, very very sensitive topic. Not only because you're gonna basically split the fan base because there's those who can't afford it and can still experience certain games that go moving forward, which whomever IP gets exclusivity towards the Game Pass, like let's just say Spiral or Crash or Call of Duty, let's say it's exclusive to Game Pass. I really can't say much because I have a PC. I have all three, basically. Not to shove it
You're
in people's faces.
privileged to have all the platforms.
Exactly, and it's like I would feel bad for those who don't in the end because I think then they'll see this as like them monopolizing the system. And well, you know, we saw before Elder Scrolls and Starfield. Like at first he's like, oh no, like you said, it's true. He sugarcoated it and said, oh no, these there'll be some available, and the two main big ones right there, boom, exclusive. So I feel mixed. On one hand, it's like, okay, cool, like for I guess I would say the lower middle class, maybe like those people, younger people, like, oh, which one should I get, for fun and whatnot. obviously it's gonna turn towards them, and more people are gonna go to Xbox because then they'll be able to play with their friends and everything in between. Which I would find that's fine or cool, I guess, because like, oh, okay, they could afford something for $15 a month. All these free games, Call of Duty and whatever else that's coming because there's so much, which is great. On the other hand, I do feel a little like I don't know, like I really hope they don't say Call of Duty and Overwatch are exclusive. I feel like they won't, but I do feel like they're gonna do something with it. I just don't know what. It's hard to say because I don't know too much of the business practices between that. So it's like really mixed right now for me. On one hand, it's like cool, like fine, because you get to have people who can't afford $15 a month to play all these free games. On the other hand, I'm like, I don't know, because like if they do end up exclusive, what about those on PlayStation that just PlayStation people play those games and now they're locked out because well they can't play them because they're exclusive. So now they have to either buy an Xbox or a PC, and not many people unless you got a high paying job. But most people don't have the luxury to get a PC,
Right.
I am or whatever, or another Xbox because they're like, yeah, I only work this kind of job, or I'm, getting by with my PlayStation just cause. So yeah, I would feel bad for those people. For me, again, like you just said it, I'm very privileged to have it all three, so I can't really say like, oh, I can't get mad here because to me, I'm just like I'll be kind of biased, like, oh, this is stupid, because I'm using Game Pass, like I'm using it because it's freaking cool. So I will feel bad for those people that cannot afford this kind of luxury.
All right. What about you, Nick? What do you think about it? Exclusivity.
I think they shouldn't like make, yeah, like what HBH said, like Overwatch, Modern Warfare, basically the games that like mostly are multi-platform, like played on like PlayStation 5 and all that, which would most likely exclude PlayStation because I noticed like Switch and Xbox, they've been like friendlier to each other compared to like PlayStation and Xbox. So I think PlayStation is like would be the most to be excluded out of this than compared to like Switch or any other. So that's like one of the main consoles that probably won't will not benefit at all to this. But I hope they do make those other games though, and they need to bring back the Transformers IP. They need to bring that back. That's what they need to do. But yeah,
Well,
DJ Hero.
um, actually, in case y'all didn't know, the most high-selling game on PlayStation 5 last year was Call of Duty.
yep.
Um,
Which one? Which COD, bro?
um, hold on, let me get that.
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare. After 2 years, Modern Warfare. It's how bad. What was the newest one? Vanguard? Nah. Cold War. Cold War was the one. And then Vanguard came out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Because I don't know. I got Cold War on sales and Vanguard. I was like, oh yeah, that game came out.
It
Just
just came out, yeah.
so I was like,
I
Oh
was
no,
a Vanguard.
Vanguard. Vanguard, okay.
Um, but
Damn.
yeah,
PlayStation.
obviously PlayStation has been the home, I guess you can say, for Call of Duty for the last what 6 years.
Since
Um,
PS4 like started, basically they're like partnership with Activision, right?
yeah,
yep.
and even in 2015 during a like an E3 type of um, event, uh, they said that you know Call of Duty would be the home of place. I mean, yeah, it will be the home on PlayStation. Uh, but now it seems like it's all the way around. but but yeah, talking about exclusivity, me personally, obviously, I don't like PlayStation fans being excluded from their favorite titles. Uh, though, I don't think I feel like when Phil Spencer says, because I know Phil Spencer wants to have these exclusives on Xbox. He's just obviously not going to say it right now. Um, but I do think there might be some exclusivity that some fans are not gonna like. I might, I me personally, I probably see Overwatch 2 being exclusive.
Whew. That's a
Um,
big one too, bro.
I see Diablo 4 being exclusive.
Oof.
Um,
Call of Duty, I don't see being exclusive at all. Call of Duty,
Call
nah.
a lot of people are saying this, like people are like, um, Xbox can't afford to make Call of Duty exclusive
Yeah, it's true.
or
But look what they
exclude
just spent, bro.
PlayStation. But honestly, they don't need PlayStation. They in my opinion, they don't need PlayStation. You can clearly tell that they have fucking money. Uh, but
Hmm.
the thing is now, like, it seems like this, what they're trying to do, obviously they're trying to sell you Game Pass.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is the main point. Like, Game Pass is obviously their next big thing, which, if not their big thing already. Um, Obviously, with this news, Phil Spencer also said that there's now 25 million subscribers on Game Pass,
Whew.
which was 18 million from December. I mean, from last year, um, which grew 39%, staggering 39%, which is crazy. After this, I'm sure it's gonna keep growing. If you don't have Game Pass, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Um,
It's out of
um,
You're not
spite.
wrong.
It's out of spite. That's why they don't have Game Pass.
um,
That's one person.
obviously, uh, obviously, these studios are gonna have the support by Microsoft, which is good because it seems like Activision wasn't doing that, or not at a um, proper way. But Microsoft's way of working is just let they don't care what games they make. Honestly, they just want the games to be on Game Pass. Um, Obviously, that's their mo going forward. They're not gonna intervene on what these studios make or anything like that, which is good. At the end of the day, I feel so happy for the developers that had a hard time under Bobby. Now they're gonna have a different,
Mhm.
uh, perspective towards working with Xbox. So hopefully that way of working between those studios gets better. But, going back to the, you know acquiring thing, when this news broke out, a lot of people were talking about, monopoly. That's another thing. Uh, this this is like a talking point. If a lot of people hate talking about, especially Xbox fans, they don't want to hear monopoly because they're like, oh, it's not monopoly, it's not monopoly. You can there's an argument to it, but,
Hmm.
what do y'all guys think? Do you think, I'll start with Nick. What
Oh,
what
okay.
what do you think about, could there be, do you see it as a monopoly issue?
Yes.
Well, the
Beast.
way I would see it as of right now, if it's not like they don't make every single game exclusive, like Call of Duty and all, like basically all the games that are enjoyed on multiple platforms, like new IPs, no, like new IPs they make by existing IPs and they make them exclusive, then yeah, I would see it as a monopoly. Like if they make like Call of Duty an exclusive, then that's like straight up messed up. That's like a monopoly right there. But if they make like some unknown game, but it's like a small game and exclusive, then yeah, that that's not really that much a monopoly. But as of right now, n- since they say they will like not make it exclusive, like make some games not exclusive at all, like make for other people to enjoy and all that, I don't consider it a monopoly yet, unless it changes. And
Okay.
plus, it's really benefiting like the studios and everything because I remember the CEO of Activision. They were just working on COD. That's it. That's the only thing they worked on. Like all these studios, High Moon, everything, Raven, they just worked on COD. That's it. And then
Yeah,
Xbox might get rid of that whole
they
thing to where all these studios are just working on COD rather than like dishing them out because the CEOs were just killing Activision. They were like just killing it. So
Mhm.
yeah, what Activision wanted to do is create, obviously, Activision, recently they shut down, Beanox and
oh
Bob's for
yeah.
Toys to start working on Crash or Spyro or any new IP going forward. They wanted them to work on COD, which is crazy because those studios are loved around the community for obviously for working
Hmm.
on Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and um but yeah, like you said, hopefully
They start reamping them, like bringing them up, reviving them. Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I like about it. That Xbox owns them now, like basically buying them right now. Well, they don't own them yet; they're acquiring them. So that's what I like because they're gonna take them off just straight on COD. They're gonna be on other games now instead of just straight up COD. Yeah,
yeah.
it's your opinion.
What about your opinion, HBH?
Um, I see this as a dub. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. Monopoly is not cool. Obviously, I fully agree with Nick. As of now, I can't say if it's a monopoly. Um, in the if they do make COD, Overwatch, Diablo, I would say I guess the big three exclusive. Then yeah, I'd be like, all right. I don't know what department it's called, U.S. Treasury. Somebody I forgot who checks up on that FDA thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. FCC. I'll be like, okay, yeah, he has to check up on Philly because he's going a bit too
Oh,
far.
Philly.
it's gonna make her
He's
crazy.
getting a little too powerful because like for real, if they were make those three exclusive, then yeah, I would say this is a monopoly at this point because that's just totally unfair. I definitely don't see him doing it. I mean, I know I'm saying that now, and in the future, I hope to, I hope that they listen to me and be like, oh yeah, those three won't be exclusive. Yeah, yeah, we're not that greedy or whatever, because those are like the main three, big three of player bases and multiplayer and all that stuff, tournaments and so on and so forth. So really, yeah. As of now, I can't say. I'm gonna say it's not a monopoly. Again, I agree with Nick that going forward, if they were to bring back certain, well, not certain, most IPs that Activision, the other teams are like, leave them dead, like DJ Hero or Guitar Hero
Yeah.
or Spyro, Crash Bandicoot. I mean, there's a bunch that you said, and there's still like a lot. But point being, if they're to bring those certain back, but exclusive, I would be fine with that because it's like I don't know, it's fine, like it's fine, cool. But if it's
Splitting
like
communities through consoles,
yeah,
communities that are already established on other consoles.
Yeah.
Um,
exactly, then I'll
uh,
be like,
yeah. I also a lot of memes went out across Twitter today, but one of being that Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, these are placed. Well, they're considered quote
PlayStation
unquote PlayStation mascots. Now now owned by Microsoft. It's fucking crazy.
it is,
Oh,
it
good.
Um,
definitely
This would
is.
happen. I would think they would acquire like a smaller studio, like not like smaller than Activision, like not too small though. Like Take Two or something. Like the rumors back last year, they were saying like Take Two, Square Enix or something like that. But no, they acquired a big studio, Activision. That's crazy.
yeah, it's crazy
Definitely.
that Activision Blizzard King. Like I said, it still hasn't wrapped around my head. Um, Big purchase, major turning point for Xbox. Now the question is, do Sony have to react to this? Like, do they have to? Obviously, they have to. They have to react to this. Sony can't just be like on the dark.
I don't think they can, bro. With 68 billion, that's
No,
half their net worth.
obviously, Sony doesn't follow that type of
Yeah, yeah, by buying and
business
all that. Yeah, that's
model.
true.
They more of what a certain person says, quantity over quality, or quality over quantity. Um, but Sony's more. I feel like they need to react to this though.
Yeah, they need to push out more
Obviously,
games. Yeah.
they need to announce their subscription service, which is Spartacus. Uh, they need
Hopefully it goes
to,
good. The
yeah.
subscription service. Hopefully they don't screw it up.
But
It's
it's kind of like at this point, I saw some Sony fans. I know not all Sony fans will say this because I don't want to put words on other people's mouths, but Sony fans I saw throughout today, they're like, I wish Game Pass was on Sony, on PlayStation.
It's a
So
really good deal. Yeah. But like if Sony does it like Game Pass, then they'll succeed. I'm pretty sure. Like making God of War, Ragnarok exclusive, Horizon, the new Horizon game exclusive on day one. You get it day one on their subscription service, and God of War
Mhm.
Ragnarok day one on their subscription service. Like that would be real good. Really pro player, pro gamer right there. What is it called? Pro consumer. There you go.
Yeah, but I just don't. Me personally, I don't see Sony doing that. I don't see them having God of War Ragnarok on day one. Horizon Forbidden West day one, which that would be awesome if that was the case. I would fully support that. But I just don't see Sony doing that. Obviously, they get most of their sales, their income, from their exclusives.
Mhm.
Uh, now we're seeing something new that we haven't seen from Sony. They're trying to port PlayStation exclusives to PC, as we saw that with God of War.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Um, a lot of people are like, "Well, are we gonna get these new, say, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West on PC on day one?" That's still questionable. People inside the company don't know that yet. Um, but it seems like Sony is falling a little bit behind. Something I would never thought of saying. Because Sony, obviously, last generation with the PS4 and Xbox One, PS4 was
Beating
dominating,
it. Hmm.
dominating. Um,
That Godzilla game really killed Xbox.
uh, hopefully, some viewers might not even know what you're talking about.
Uh,
Uh, but it was left in the dark. PlayStation literally left uh, Xbox in the dark with bangers year to year to year to year. Um, but it seems like Xbox with this new generation, they're not playing around. They came, they said what they wanted to do.
need to bring it back.
Godzilla.
They said what they wanted to do. They purchased Bethesda as we before the consoles, Xbox Series X and S were up for pre-order, which was a very good marketing strategy. Uh,
Mhm.
Yeah, because Halo was like delayed for the year. It wasn't a launch exclusive, but the death of being acquired really sealed the deal for Series X and all that.
yeah, and um, and now and now Activision Blizzard, it's it's Xbox is playing a, different kind of game. Uh, it's very crazy, very scary as well. If you're not an you're not in the Xbox ecosystem. Um, Now I've seen this term used throughout the day too, as well. Um, that Xbox is forcing um, newcomers use the Game Pass or buy an Xbox. Um, uh, you, I want to get the initial reactions from each of you. What do you think about this? Like they're trying to force newcomers on
Oh,
Game Pass.
well,
um. Well,
you want to go HBH? You first.
oh yeah. Because I want to say a joke too. Because David over here said they're playing a game. Like yeah, they're playing Monopoly. No, I'm kidding. Maybe some will agree. Obviously I'm just joking. Because I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do that. If they do that, someone's gonna come down from heaven, probably God himself. Be like, all right, Philly, calm down. Don't make everything exclusive. Good. Um, Jokes aside, I don't see them being forceful. If anything, um, it's like I guess some kid on the block gets a new Xbox and they get the little free gold member, whatever the heck. And then I'm not sure how it works because it's been a while since I guess bought a console, and so like, oh, I don't buy consoles, but since I've done that, so like it's been a while. But my point trying to be is I don't think they're being forceful. I think if anything, they're trying to be affordable at the best price, $15 a month. Because, I mean, I think for me personally, I feel like back in the day when, in my opinion, they didn't have that many games. Like that's
Which
me
is
at
true.
least.
Which is true. They didn't
But
have that
then
many exclusives.
Hmm.
But now, I would highly encourage anybody, even a PC player, if it's just a sole PC player, and they're like, oh, what do you think? Do you think I should get it? I'll be like, absolutely. Like, I'm not trying to like be a business person around the world. Like, oh, you should get Xbox. No. I just feel like anyone should experience it because it's $15 a month. You'll have new indie games and a new like
Mix of
Hellblade.
indie games and big, AAA titles, stuff like that.
Exactly. So I don't see them being forceful with this. If anything, it's like dipping your toes in like the 100+ games they have in their roster, and it's like, well, how much is it? And then they see it's $15 a month. It's like, oh wow, that's very affordable. Instead of throwing $60 or more at a game that you're like, oh, like, I can't really afford it. I got these rent to pay. I got something to pay off. But at the end of the day, it's $15, and that's very affordable to anybody really. So
Mhm.
I don't see him being forceful with this.
What are you, Nick? What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with HPH. Like everything, like the $15 were way worth it. Like sometimes they even offer like $1 for like the first triers, like for 3 months. I think like sometimes whenever I don't even like get Game Pass, like I use a one of my codes for my thing. Like after a while, when I need to repay it, like gives me $1 sometimes, and it's like really worth it. It's like if you don't want to spend $70 or $60 like what HPH, like you could just try it out, and if you don't want Game Pass anymore, but you still have it, like you want to end your subscription, and that game that you like on Game Pass, you could just buy it for like a cheaper price because they give like a percentage off on it that they give you a deal on it too if you like it so much. But I don't think they're being forceful at all. Like Sony should like really look at this and say like, hey, this is what we're gonna do with our tier system like this. That way you don't have to spend $70 on our games, our exclusive games. You can just get it day one on our subscription. Like, that would be really good, very beneficial to Sony too. Like, Sony should this is the way Sony should react to it, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Something you said right now. Obviously, Sony. Uh, they kind of like put it under the radar going into the next gen. Is that their games cost $70, not
Yep.
$60 no more. Um, which is a talking point. Because $70 is a lot. Um,
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
um, it's
$10
almost
extra.
it's almost $100.
Yeah.
So that's like if these games say Overwatch 2, Call of Duty, they end up going to PlayStation. It's a $70 price tag for those games,
Mhm.
while you can get it on Xbox Game Pass
Yeah, just for
for
$15 a
$15.
month. Yep.
So that itself, in my opinion, is a is a good point to have a Game Pass. A good uh thing to have Game Pass. Um, but yeah, it's very obviously emotions are mixed when these things happen. Not everyone's gonna agree. Uh, Certain, obviously, I'm part of that Xbox ecosystem. I own a Series X. I know Nick owns a Series X. I know HBH has a PC. So we're
Yo.
all in a way part of that ecosystem, which benefits us at the end of the day. But I can fully understand people that are frustrated that don't have a PC and their main use of playing time or anything like that is PlayStation. Then yeah, I can see why you would be upset. I totally get it, uh, and it should be very worrying that if these games are exclusive, which we'll see over time. Uh, we'll see over time if they are exclusive. But the way they handled Bethesda, you know, as soon as that deal happened, as soon as the deal finalized, uh, Starfield exclusive, Redfall exclusive, it's bound to happen. So I feel like players from PlayStation or Nintendo, they should probably get ready for that, for those type of announcements.
I think what they'll do though, like, like just put on Game Pass for like you can play it on Game Pass, and then for PlayStation they'll have to pay the full amount, like $70 for PS5 or 60 for PS4. That's what I
Yeah,
think they'll do. Yeah.
yeah, that's something I could totally see happening. But anything else y'all want to add before we end it?
Um.
I hope
No.
this makes Sony react, like make them react, like bringing their old IPs or something, like dusting off their old IPs, dusting off that Jack and Dexter, dusting off that Warhawk. Come on, they got to bring back their old IPs, or at least do something like push out more games, basically, instead of like
uh,
doing this virtual reality and all that, like where you need a console to be connected to that virtual reality, like the last week we were talking about. Like they need to focus more on games like what Xbox is doing right now, rather than like just
VR games.
novel, yeah, VR games.
uh,
Like right now, it's like I wouldn't say a fad, but like just like something slowly building right now. But that compared to the Oculus Quest, though, it's like it sounds like it's like not too. It's like a little far behind Oculus Quest, since you can like play the Quest on its own, while the PS5 or they're saying that it might have to be connected to the PS5. But if they make it by itself, then yeah. But VR games right now, as of right now, like not everybody enjoys that.
Yeah.
Like console games though, or like PC games and everything, they enjoy that a lot. Like VR games aren't for everybody, but regular ones are.
Why
hmm
you HBH?
um, Actually, yeah, it slipped my mind. Till Nick said it. Yeah, I do feel like Sony PlayStation needs to react to this. Not saying like tomorrow. Oh, we're gonna pump out 100 games and all over the place. Because yes, of course, everyone prefers quality over quantity. Um, it's just I feel like in this case it's beneficial because the way I see it, I see Microsoft being friendly as heck with their newly acquired studios and whatnot.
Yeah, very pro consumer because they're adding Starfield to Game Pass and all that too. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna add like COD and all that. So they're being very pro consumer right now compared to like last generation.
Yeah, like I mean, I know like at this point, like I guess jerking off Hellblade so much, but I circle back to it because I guess I just remember them. They're small now, they're huge, and the fact that they've grown so much as a studio, it's just brings tears to joys of tears to my eyes because it's great to see that. And I feel like Sony needs to do something. I feel like their own type of subscription, or like Nick said, I strongly agree. I would love to see Jack and Daxter come back. I would love to see Twisted Metal to
Hmm.
make a return.
Oh,
Uh,
Twisted Metal. Yeah, we were talking about that last week. Like where they're making a return or something. Yeah, I love that
yeah,
series.
it's like that's great, but bring more, bring more.
Bring
Sly
more.
Cooper, bring more. Sly Cooper, bring more, because we need more. Because like at this point, I feel like Sony just got backhand and slap, like just both ways, boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, man, they need to like, I know quality over quantity, but they need to do something. They can't just sit down and be like, oh, here's the subscription pass, and then they screw it up somehow. And it like, don't, please don't, just do something big.
Yeah, it seems like Sony is like pressure to make a move. It seems that way. Um, and a lot of PlayStation fans, they want a big move. They want to clap back. They want to clap back. Um, on a thing I was seeing, even for the Bethesda when it happened, Sony fans want an acquisition too. They want their own acquisition. They want a studio that I always see, which would make sense to be honest, that Sony acquires is Capcom.
Yeah,
Capcom already, as you can see, they have uh, partnerships with Resident Evil, Street Fighter. Um, it could work. Another studio would be Square Enix. That's another studio I could totally see happening.
yeah,
Will it ever happen? I have no idea. Um, I just don't think Sony's that type of company to do stuff like that. I feel like they're more invested in growing their own talent. But knowing that Xbox is making these moves, like, does it is it time for Sony to change the way they do stuff? Like, what do you think it's time?
Yeah, I think it's time for them to change like their ways, their backward ways, and all that. Making
because it seems like the way they're doing stuff is they're sticking with the old model, which is make exclusive games, make good exclusive games, put them on the new console, and then make people buy that new console, and then don't release them anywhere else except
Yeah.
that new console. Seems like that's the old model. What Xbox is doing, they have Game Pass. They introduced Game Pass. You can play it on your phone. You can play it on PC. You can
Oh yeah,
play
with
it on the
XCloud and all that.
console. You can play it on the old gens. They're not excluding the old gens. That's something PlayStation wanted to do at first, but uh now they're trying to put those new games on PlayStation 4 now. Um, so it's very interesting what Sony might do. As we talked about last week, Sony will have. It's rumored that Sony will have a very big state of play in February, which we will react to it. Um,
Hopefully it's bigger than this Activision acquisition because this is big.
I don't think it's gonna be bigger than this, to
Like
be honest.
because this is out of nowhere too.
This this is probably the biggest thing you'll probably see in a while.
Yeah, until E3
I
from
it's
Xbox.
but all like in the emotions on this, it was hard to understand. Honestly, Activision, as much as some of us might hate Activision or Blizzard, we have to understand that these studios are big as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They have
Yup.
so much behind them,
Oh
and
Now
for
they're
yeah.
under
Xbox,
new management, like that Mega Man meme.
yeah,
No, new management.
and for Xbox to just like swallow these companies, it's just it's it's crazy.
Yeah, and they're getting rid of their old boss and everything too, right? Like the one
Yes,
section.
as soon as the deal uh, becomes complete and permanent,
Yeah, I'm for that. I'm for
yeah,
like getting rid of all those people that caused all that
Me too, bro.
controversy in Activision Blizzard.
yeah, it'll be
Definitely.
a clean sweep on those bad apples coming June 2023. It will be nice for the company to have Blizzard. I mean, I was Blizzard is one of the companies I'm really excited. Me personally, obviously Blizzard hasn't been doing the best, but now hopefully with this new management, like Nick says, hopefully they can bounce back. But uh,
Yep,
but yeah, anything else, guys? I want to say?
I'm good.
Um,
Well, that's about it. I guess
yeah,
we'll
that's
see
it.
y'all guys on the next
All
video.
right,
Make
see you
sure
guys
to
next time.
make sure to
I
subscribe and
may or
like.
may not be on the next video. Maybe. We'll see.
But
All right.
we'll see you guys on the next one.
See
All
you
right,
guys.
folks. See ya.